Guess what I wanted to say is me and you can't escape. Pull back, stretch it, sling.
We went to California. It was like a taxi music convention. A&R heads up at the panel. They select random songs and they play them over the loudspeaker. Everyone in the auditorium is supposed to raise their hand when they want the song to stop playing. And I'm like, they picked our song. Start seeing hands go up, but there's not that many hands going up. One of the guys from Sony's like, that's how you make a hit song. And we're like, oh, called Rich and was like, yo, man, we gotta do this. Like, we have something.
So we never expected to leave the house. So.
Everyone's ambition, you're watching Band in Seattle.
This 7-piece hip-hop collective has rhymes, moves, and energy for days. Lion's Ambition will instantly put a smile on your face. We'll be right back with Band in Seattle.
Like a shopping spree, and then we play some nacho, wrong beat. You can say, damn it, made it happen, did it properly. Another red light, I can't doubt stopping me. Not a non-believer on my block, your monopoly. But I can say, man, blame it on my hard luck. Couple drinks down, you smoking off, you self-destruct. Trying to make sense out of the quickie, yo. Get my life different sides.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Frankie Starr.
I'm Marlon Turner.
I'm Richard Austria. I am Ken Jose.
I'm Dustin.
My name is James.
Sam Anthony.
I can see visions of a brighter day, though sometimes I feel like it's miles away. Yes, I believe it, what I can do today.
Everyone has their own personal relationship with each other because everyone had met each other in different ways. I've known Marlon and James probably the longest. Marlon's the other MC in the band, and James is the bass player. So I've known James since we were probably 4 or 5 years old.
And that was actually in 1989. So I've known Frankie for about 30 years, the best part of my life, basically.
Who rolled the lane with bumpers in them, even though it seemed they were fit to win, only increased their chance of hitting the pin. But it's funny because that same one dope boy.
I didn't initially meet Frankie. My brother met Frankie because I was a quiet guy. I kept to myself. My brother, though, him and Frankie used to hang out more so, and then he would rap, and he was like, yo, man, you should hear my brother, because my brother could rap. And then that's when I met Frankie, and then our relationship grew from there.
Though sometimes I feel like it's miles away. Yes, I believe it, what I can do today. It's more than illusions to me, and I'll prove it one day.
For a while, it was just Frankie Starr and Marlon Turner. We were our own rap duo, but we played with a band. Part of our band was part of Rich's band as well.
During college, that's when I met Frankie, and then he proposed joining our bands together, and that's kind of what we did, and Lion's Ambition formed from there.
After vibing, we had good energies. It's like, you know, we just bonded, you know, as a 3-person group, as a friendship, more so.
It was cool to meet friends that also enjoyed music. I'm like, oh, cool, you do music too. Like, we should just come over, we should do music stuff, whatever that means, you know?
I joined their high school halfway through junior year, and then I performed in the talent show. And Frank was also performing in the talent show. And that's how I met Frank, but it was no more than like, hey, you're also doing the talent show. You're the guy that's here and I'm the new guy. And I went away, joined the Coast Guard, came back to Seattle. I got stationed back here, and I saw him at a bar one day. And he goes, hey, what's up, man? Are you still playing guitar? And I was like, yeah, I am. I need a guitar player for this Saturday, and that's when I joined music with these guys.
My name is kids laughing because my lunch ain't the same. And still amused by the way I had an accent. I'm scared to talk because I had a speech impediment. I'm from here, man, yeah, I'm just a resident. I pledge allegiance, fam, trying to Texans. I love ball too, Turtles and the X-Men. Like, huh, y'all just trying to find a best friend. Remove your shoes at my crib, I know it sounds funny. The grub is well where trust, yo, it's all money. I'm whitewashed, but I swear I'm a Filipino. It's still lost, like I'm finding Nemo. I'm kinda shy and alone, trying to fill it out. Or with myself, by myself, trying to hash it out. I sit around and I ask myself why ain't no one like me from Bayside High? How unusual.
In the culmination, that's kind of what Lion's Ambition is. It's a lot of different like backgrounds and a lot of different diverse kind of like perspectives, both with music and the way we look at life and the way music should sound. And that's how we created that sound.
Hey, yeah, 'cause you know it's all unusual.
Look, I said 1980 something, 1980 something. Okay, I stole that, but it's a big deal when I came into this world. Little gangster Marlin with this gold cap. Psych. See, I was born in Japan, but who knows that? Super black, but my friend.
Unusual is basically the story of if you look at our band, that's unusual. It's like, let's start there.
We have such a eclectic mix of people. Unusual, as far as lyrically goes, it's one of the songs that define what the mix is in our band.
And I don't know you, but we both know Goku and Ryu. Made friends not off my skin, but then the cartoons. Damn, how unusual.
See, my days are falling out at sea. Can't compare it to the life I live.
We're a very, very diverse group, and one thing that I have found is that we are far more alike with people cross-culturally than we are different. And that's a kind of a cliche answer, but it's actually strikingly true, and I think Unusual captures that.
On keys, one time, y'all. Make some noise for the Harmony Pharmacy. Sammy B in the building, y'all.
Unusual to me is childhood. Everyone at some point of their life, and at some point of either growing up or in adulthood, they're that odd man out. And for me personally, it was growing up in a town where our family necessarily wasn't the same as everyone else, other family.
Growing up military family, you move around a lot. You go to a new school. You don't got your same friend groups. It's my high school story. You know, the high school is 3,000 white people, 15, 16 black people, and yet I still met this Filipino guy.
Growing up feeling kind of like awkward or different, but in the same way, you're like, I'm actually quite the same. It's just, once we kind of figure this out, it'll be okay.
Unusual. See, my days are falling out, it seems. Can't compare it to the life I live. Take a turn for better days in me.
No.
'Cause you know it's all unusual.
When we return, uncover more about Lion's Ambition.
I think the first time we played it live was at the Triple Door, and it came out and it was like people were crying, and it was just like.
Now this is for Deborah C. Hamilton, used to be Miss Turner, the one that lifted me off that kerosene burner. Yo, this is my round of applause to the one man who used to wash the doo-doo out my drawers. My mom, queen for real, showed me she can walk in my daddy's shoes and still wear high heels. Gave us what we wanted though, she still had high bills. Cause we, the presence is exactly how I feel. Never stripped me naked, wanted to tell me Marlon, keep rapping. Even if she had the thoughts I'd never make it. She gave me my life, so what I own is hers. As a kid, I was tripping like I can't.
Family love. I have a verse for my mom, my brother, and my sister, right? Because that's who my childhood life really was.
For that, I'ma give her what she deserves. So if she forgets, she plays back these words. The sun loves her. We all family tonight.
My everything.
My everything.
Everything. This is all I wanna say. I love you.
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 Whoa, whoa.
I said,
I moved to Washington, I moved out of Hawaii by myself. It was just me. I had about $400 that I saved up. Frank was like, I could live on a couch, and the rest of my family was all over. I see him like once every few years.
And if you feel the sun won't shine, then what you do? Cock-a-doodle, rock-a-doodle. She just like me.
I felt like everyone gets to see their family on holidays. It's a little rough sometimes because, you know, you're always part of someone else's family, but mine is all just all over the place. But the love is still there.
His family lived far away as long as I've known him. And, you know, he really means every part of that song, he means it.
Those are real lyrics. Those are real events. Those are real situations and events that he went through. He wrote that song so well that it literally became my personal favorite.
Miles apart, just know I'm keeping you close. Big brother loves you.
We used to like hesitate to play that song live because it's such a kind of personal and intimate song, and it's for his family. And originally he didn't write it for us to perform. It was just to share with his family.
I love you, I love you, I love you, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, big brother, none other. Little brother loves you. Used to wish I was you. Taught me so many things, like one.
I think the first time we played it live was at the Triple Door, and we did this kind of broken down, more intimate set and played a lot of the tracks that we never played live. And it came out and it was like, people were crying, and it was just like, yeah, so.
You can tell that it's meant to move people.
Family Love is really one of those like deep songs that you can actually relate to.
This kind of like shows like how much his mother means to him. So to me, it was a really cool song.
Damn, your brother done blue, and though true, in the natty, I'm still Tokyo too. Yo, on my 21st, he came out and we were ballin'. Just when I thought that I was real, he showed I was called to. See, I got to get together, family spokesman. He taught me how to speak from my heart with emotion. Then you know how you get, after more than 2 cents. If it's on your heart, you wouldn't give a toilet 2 shits. And even though you say it like your little big brother, the older brother I love from and look up. So tell my nephew and nieces that I love them to death. And as a father,
My mom is an amazing person. If you think my spirit is like generous and kind, I get that from my mom. I like to think that, you know, my mom could have been Oprah. She got that Oprah characteristic, you know? Like, if you don't believe that, too bad, you're wrong. I believe it to my core. Matter of fact, she got me this chain for my birthday, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear it. Simply because I'm like, oh, it's gonna be on live, it's gonna be on some TV. I got you, Ma. Make your parents proud, y'all.
After the break, we'll find out a whole lot more about Lion's ambition.
We went and auditioned for America's Got Talent. Got to go to the show in New York.
It was strange. It was a really strange experience.
Something like this. I bought a cream cheese hot dog with the girl I met last night. Let's try to make a night of it. Can I buy? I'll put 5 on it. You can put what you want. I had a cream cheese hot dog with the girl I met last night. Wish the line was a little bit longer so we can talk just a little bit longer. We can talk just a little bit longer. So I'm on first and think I need a medic.
We went and auditioned for America's Got Talent, and then we got to go to the show in New York.
While going through America's Got Talent, we got to see what the production side of music is. They flew us out, they get you a hotel in New York, and then they put you in this giant waiting room with a bunch of other acts. And then you realize what the product is. You see the production of what the Hollywood side is.
It was strange. It was a really strange experience. It was kind of like all the secrets were exposed. It was like I'd seen behind a curtain I didn't want to, you know, see behind.
That'll never be boring. She kinda laughs, said I'd text you in the morning. I bought a cream cheese hot dog with the girl I met last night. Let's try to make a night of it. Can I buy? I'll put 5 on it. You can put what you want. I had a cream cheese hot dog with the girl I met last night.
Cream cheese hot dog. It's literally about a hot dog with a bun with cream cheese in it.
That's what cream cheese hot dogs are, is a Seattle delicacy for people that like to go out and have a good time.
We've done that so much that it only made sense to make a song about it.
I've done 3 of them in one night, one before. I no longer do that.
my way either. You're honest, I was out they smoking reefer.
The experience was cool being on stage. We got passed through. You know, there weren't the X's. Howard Stern was cool.
We did get 3 yeses from the judges, and you know, it's pretty interesting to be on a stage and look at, you know, Howie Mandel, Howard Stern, and Sharon Osbourne. Pretty impressive group of people to be personally judging you.
You know, it was exciting, and I think it was a boost of confidence for us, and so there was all sorts of positive that came out of it, and it really brought us together.
Let's try to make a night of it. Can I buy? I put 5 on it. You can put what you want. I had a cream cheese hot dog with the girl I met last night. Wish the line was a little bit longer so we can talk just a little bit longer. We can talk just a little bit longer.
And then we saw like the contract afterwards that was like, if you want to be a music teacher, even if you don't win, we're going to take some of your income.
The contract that we were looking at was terrifying. This is something that, you know, has serious implications to it, whether it works out or it doesn't. And so we unanimously voted no.
Great experience, fun show, great stage, nice feedback. Not for us. Begging for people to like you by doing whatever they ask you to is not what I'm ever going to be prepared to do. And I think all of us felt the exact same way about that.
If you guys know the song, please sing along with us. If not, it's a really easy song to sing along to. So I'm going to sing it first. And when you guys hear it and get comfortable with it, you guys can sing it back to me. Okay? All right. So much for stories, so much for memories, but I'll remember, yes I'll remember. So much for stories, so much for memories, but I'll remember, yes I'll remember you. Feels like a dream and I don't care if I don't wake up from this. 'Cause even if you were gone, I'll care. Yes, I'll remember.
I want us all to be able to be successful enough to follow out our side passions. I know everyone has their own passions. Maybe Ken wants to just give guitar lessons. Dustin may want to build a rocket, knowing how that guy builds everything. I want to help who I can, how I can. Maybe I want to have a children's book, you know. So I want to be the new Dr. Seuss, put my rhyme into good use, you know?
So much from memories, but I'll remember. Yes, I'll remember. So much for stories, yeah. So much from memories, but I'll remember you. I'll remember. They say the best things in life always come for free, but honestly, my own pride was my enemy. You was a perfect fit. How can I complain on that? I taught myself, but yes, still I feel too attached. I'm feeling empty, even though I know I fill my tank. Too many what ifs, still trying to fill the blanks. Too many good times, still trying to give you thanks. Too many rookie mistakes, I try to up the ranks. I try to pull myself up because I'm on the ledge. I want to keep us together, needle and a thread. I feel the space between.
I'd love to go on a tour to Japan, personally. My father went on a tour to Japan once upon a time when he was a rock star. And we always kind of joked about that. It was like, well, I'll know I made it if I made it at least as far as my dad went, so.
Well, I gotta remember so much for stories,
So much for
memories.
Goodbye to
but
all.
I remember you.
I wish the good times could last forever. I swear we got tales we could tell our kids and they'll pass in the future and carry on. So forever what we did right here still live. Oh, it happened so fast. But what a blast. Made a canvas out our city as we painted the town. We stepped on some dangerous ground. Could have been jail time. That's when we learned to feel the dream come with landmine. You know the saying, no risk, no reward. Truth all truth, but that bullet is hard to bite. We hunger for success. But when we reach that fork in the road, I seem to lose all appetite. But then, old photo albums help me just to smile again and relive the joy of feeling like a child again. It's a story of
Being around these guys, like I said, like nothing beats being like if our story ended today, I gotta say for a point in my life, I gotta travel, I got to meet wonderful people all across the US and different parts of the world based on something I started in my mom's like computer room.
It's important to make a living, and the more that we could do as Lion's Ambition to make a living, the more music we can create and keep going on it. So I think that's my personal goal.
Our product is pretty solid, but there's always room for growth. I mean, we still need to work harder, and we still need to practice more.
We can get big enough, so we just had a cul-de-sac where we all live, so like, you're my neighbors, but you're not in my house. Cool. I was like, yes, that is victory. That is band victory. What does it take to do that? A lot more work.
To uncover more of the music that moved you tonight, go to bandinseattle.com, where you can find out more about Lion's Ambition and watch their full concert.